Hi, in this video I just want to give you a feel for the rates that are available and the arrangement fees that are around with those rates in the marketplace as we stand today. Now this video won't stay in date for long because the market's changing all the time, but it'll give you a real good feel of what the difference is behind having different sizes of deposits, and it will also give you a feel about weighing up. Sometimes it's worth paying a bigger arrangement fee for smaller interest and vice versa. So yeah, we'll talk you through it. Don't see this as being the rate that we'll actually be able to get you, or another broker will actually be able to get you, because as I say, it will very quickly get out of date. It's just designed to give you a feel of the difference between the rates. Then contact a good qualified broker and they'll be able to give you some very good advice on what the current rates are and the current situation is. Okay, we expect the rates to get more and more competitive as the year goes on. I don't think they're going to change massively, but I do think they will get a bit more competitive before the rate rises really kick in. So it's a great year to be investing in property. Property's at a great price and we've got some great rates. Okay, so if you look at the table that's now on the screen, you can see that at 85% loan to value, well, just to explain the table, you've got the different loan to values up the left hand side. So 90% loan to value means a 10% deposit, 85% means a 15% deposit, etc. Down to the bottom where you need a 40% deposit. If you're thinking of putting a 40% deposit down, I'd encourage you to watch the video we have on leverage on the Property Insight website, and that may make you think again about that. But they're the rates. And then across the top, you've got borrowing 100,000, borrowing 75,000, both on all four of those on remortgages, and then you've got purchases, borrowing 100,000 and borrowing 75,000, because you get different rates sometimes for a purchase than a remortgage. Okay. And lastly, the comparisons, the dark versus the light. The dark is a tracker mortgage, which will be a bit cheaper at the moment, but they may go up when the rates go up. And the lighter colour is a fixed mortgage. There isn't a great deal of difference between the two at the moment, but the fixed mortgages tend to have higher arrangement fees. A bank will want to make the same amount of money whatever they're lending, so the bank actually and their expert economists will be thinking that whether you're on a tracker or a fixed, you'll pay about the same over the next 2 years. Now they don't have a crystal ball, they don't know, but that's the ethos they're working to, because they want to make the same profit whether they lend on a tracker or a fixed. So bear that in mind. So if we just look at the graph, for example, if you look where it's highlighted now, we've got a 2-year fixed £100,000 mortgage, 85% loan to value. The figures in bold are this month's figures. The figures underneath in a slightly lighter are last month's figures. So in this particular sector, the deals haven't changed. You can get a 5.99 rate, paying £1,500 worth of fees to get the rate. Okay. As you go down then that column, you can see that as you get a bigger deposit, the rate comes down, and the fees vary. They don't necessarily come down, but they vary. Okay. So you can also see, if we look at another example, purchase, and let's say that you want a tracker, £75,000 tracker, you need at least a 25% deposit for a purchase. So here we're going to get offered the 3.99, so a lot better deal. 3.99, because we've got a bigger deposit going down, and a lot cheaper on the fees, £1,125 worth of fees. Okay, so I hope that gives you a feel of the current market. As I say, this will quite quickly be out of date, but it gives you a feel of the difference between tracker and fixed, which there isn't a great deal of difference, but more fees for the fixed, and it gives you a feel of the difference of putting a bigger deposit down. But please contact a good broker